Hello, everyone. We're just doing some technical checks. Be right with you, waiting for people to sign on. Send me a message if you can hear me. Hello, everyone. Give us 1 minute. We're just waiting to see that everybody is signed on and ready to rock and roll. Okay, I checked with my technical team and everything is looking good. We are ready to get rolling, and this is so exciting. Thank you guys so much for joining me here. And hopefully you have a box where you can send me comments and messages, and I will be checking that and checking in. So if you are here, give me a little thumbs up, say hello, let me know you're here, and I will know that the chat is working really good. So I'm so excited to share with you today. This is a really great day because I was putting this all together and thinking to myself, I want to break the book. I'm so excited about this. Tell a new story. I want to break it down into little bite-sized chunks. So each week I'm going to do a little class. We're going to do one little piece of what's in this book. I'm going to share one little technique. Today I'm actually going to share 2 techniques, and I'll tell you real quick what we're going to do. But it's so exciting, and I wanted to take a moment to just thank everybody for supporting me in my book launch. In 3 days, this book hit international bestseller. So it is like so fun. I'm having so much fun, and I do have to constantly pinch myself to say, wow, is this really happening? This is so cool. So my book has got, it's sprouted little wings, and it's flying out into the universe. So thank you so much, everybody who helped that. And I would love for you to take a picture of yourself with my book, post it on my Facebook page, and let me know where you're reading it. I've seen pictures at the beach. I've seen pictures at somebody's poolside. I've seen pictures in backyards. I've seen a lot of pictures. So share with me. I'm so excited to see, and I'm excited to get feedback. And we will have some time at the end to answer any questions that you may have. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to get right to it. The agenda today is I'm going to start with a quick little centering mini meditation that I made up. And it's literally 3 to 4 minutes. And so it'll just get our energy centered. So we're going to start with that. I'm going to talk a little bit about a step in the book. I'm going to talk about step 1, and I'm going to find a little spot in the book that is going to mention a few things. Excuse me. Okay, see if you can, I'll see if I can turn that on. Thank you. I got a message from my technical team. Got it, honey. That messaging is off. So I'm going to see if I can turn that on for you guys. Okay, let's see if it works now. I love my technical team. They're just fantastic. So it's my daughter. So anyway, so we're going to do a mini meditation. We're going to talk about step 1. Step 1 in the book is mindset. And if you're familiar with my book at all, it's okay if you're not, because I'm going to make it really easy to understand what I'm talking about today. 5 steps to release your negative stories and bring more joy to your life, because that's what it's all about. It's about living in joy, especially in these times that don't feel so joyful. So we're going to talk about that today, and we're going to talk about ways that we can do that. So we're going to talk about step 1. I'm going to break it down, and I'm going to propose an interesting way to look at mindset today. Then I'm going to show you a quick little energy medicine tool. So we're going to talk about changing our mind and using our mind through our mini meditation, and then through talking about the book. Then we're going to use our body real quick. I'm going to show you something you can use and pull out of your back pocket anytime you want to change your energy for the day. Then we're going to talk a little bit about, I'm going to open it up for some questions, and I'm going to end with a song about empowerment. So that's our agenda for today, and I can't wait to get started. So take a few minutes, close your eyes. We're going to do this little mini meditation, okay? It's guided. You're just going to close your eyes and relax, and I'm going to read to you my meditation. I'm going to take you through this guided meditation for centering, okay? I actually was inspired by a gal that I did some energy work with. We did emotion code with an energy medicine therapist, and she was fabulous. She studies energy psychology. So she inspired me because she had a cool little thing that we used to do every time before we started. So I wrote my own. So close your eyes. If you feel inspired to make a circle with your fingers, feel free to do that. Close your eyes. And I want you to take in a few deep breaths in and out, and feel your body start to relax. I want you to feel the power of this beautiful energy floating above you and all around you. I invite the energy to enter through the top of your head and down my spine all the way to my feet, connecting with the energy of Mother Earth, which grounds me and nurtures me. I am filled with this beautiful light that balances my body and my mind from front to back and left to right, balancing my thoughts, bringing me clarity, peace, and insight. This energy connects my thoughts, my words, and my loving feelings as these chakras are all working together in perfect harmony for my highest good, reminding me who I am, who I really am deep inside. I feel appreciation for the unique gifts that I bring to the world, and I'm soaking in all the good that surrounds me. I feel a confidence washing over me, knowing I can reconnect with this renewing energy anytime. I feel light and centered in my body now. I am in my center. I am in my center. I am in my center. Take another really big, deep breath, the deepest one all day. And when you're ready, open your eyes and return to your body. How did that feel? Feel free to comment in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you about how you feel. So it only takes a few moments. You could do that anytime. You could do that sitting in your car. You could do that sitting waiting in your office with your mask on. You can do that anywhere quietly when you need a few moments to center yourself and bring yourself back into who you really are and who your energy is. Well, thank you for sharing that with me, and love to hear from you and tell me how that felt for you. And we're going to dive right in. We're going to talk first about mindset. So the way my book is organized is when you open it up, it will show you, we already talked about the 5 steps. And then there's different chapters within each step of the book. So step 1 is about state and managing your state, which is what we're going to talk about today. And then there's 3 chapters within that first step. And the chapters are getting to know you, change your state by moving, and master your mind. Okay? So each week when we get together, I'm going to pull out one little tidbit, like I said before, to teach you a tool that you can use really quick. You can have quick access to it, and it can change your mindset, because that's what we're talking about today. So step 1 is cool because I love mindset, and I've always studied mindset, and mindset makes all the difference in your life, right? They say that 80% of everything you do is mindset. And if you're successful, it's because of mindset. 80% of what you do is mindset. That's how important it is. I happen to think it's higher than 80%, but that's what the stats say. So one of the things I feel like happens with mindset is we can find ourselves in a place of chasing mindset, right? We find ourselves in a place of getting into a bad mindset or a bad mood or grouchy, or our thoughts are going in a negative spiral down. And a lot of times, like I said, I feel like we're chasing it. And there's so many tools in the book for that, for when you're in that mindset that you don't want to be in. You want to change your mindset. How do I get out of this mindset? Because you and I both know once that momentum starts, right? When you have the momentum of either negative mindset or a positive mindset, it moves really fast, doesn't it? Like once you start down that negative spiral for some reason, boom, 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 it's easy to find another negative thought. And that's the law of attraction at work, whether you want it or not. It responds to what you're sending out to it. So the question is, and what I'm going to propose today is, instead of chasing mindset, how do we get out ahead of it? How do we get ahead of the curve? How do we get ahead of all these external factors that we know are going to come up during the day? We know stuff's going to hit the fan at some point. Especially nowadays, there's always so many things that are coming at us that are making us feel anxious and worried. And rightly so, we are in our fear minds like 24/7. And so the question is, yeah, we can change that once we get in it, and we will address that. But what else can we do to get ahead of that? What can we do before that even starts the day? That's the question that I'm posing to you today. If you have any answers, feel free to type them in to me. I'd love to hear from you. So how do we stop the momentum? Well, there's a lot of ways to do that, right? And I cover a lot of them in my book when we talk about the tools. You can move your body. You can meditate like we just did. That's a really great, easy, quick fix. You can start to think different thoughts. You can sit down and start, brainstorming things that are working in your life. You can look towards what's working as opposed to what's not working in your life. There's so many great ways you can sit down and write in your journal, in your gratitude journal. So we know a lot of ways to stop, but instead of chasing it, what are we going to do to get out ahead of it? And I propose this. I propose that when we wake up in the morning, first thing when our eyes open, we have a choice, right? We have a choice, especially nowadays with all this stuff coming at us. We have to prepare ourselves beforehand and take care of ourselves. And the choice is this. I can choose to wake up and feel a little bit worse, or I can choose to feel a little bit better. And you know what happens when you start feeling a little bit worse every day? That becomes cumulative, right? A little bit worse today, a little bit worse tomorrow. And before you know it, you're way down on that emotional scale. You're operating at a really low vibration of fear and anxiety. And rightly so, because look at what's going on around us in these unprecedented times. So how do we get out ahead of it? How do we make that choice? And I'm going to propose that it starts the night before, when you get into bed and you plant the seeds in your mind of what's working. Whether you have a gratitude journal or you just mention 3 things that you appreciate from that day. And then going to sleep with those things in your mind. So when you first wake up in the morning, the second those eyes open and you're like, okay, I'm back in my conscious mind, that's usually when we kick into some of our habit stories, right? That's when we can quickly, because again, it's a habit that we've ingrained in ourselves, in our mind, and our body are so used to doing it. Oh no, the alarm went off, I'm going to be late. Or we wake up with an expletive because we are late, or the alarm didn't go off, or it didn't get set, or there's no hot water, or oh God, I'm dreading this meeting. There's so many things that we could think to ourselves that are going to go wrong that day. And unfortunately, our brains are so beautifully predispositioned to find the worst case scenario. But I'm here to say it doesn't have to be the worst case scenario. So when we decide to make that choice and set the intention that I want to feel a little bit better, I really do. I want to feel a little bit better every day because I know that feeling a little bit better today is going to make me feel a little bit better tomorrow. And it's going to be contagious. It's going to really gather some momentum in the way that we want to go. So, as I said, the external things are coming at us all the time. What can we do when our eyes open and we want to feel those good feelings? We've already decided and we set the intention that we want to feel better, right? We all want to feel better. This is the hard time that we're all going through. When you wake up, if you can ask yourself this one question: what am I grateful for right now? And whatever comes to the top of your head is it. It doesn't matter. I'm going to tell you what I do for an example. I'm so in love with my pillow right now. It's ridiculous. But I have this new pillow that I got from my chiropractor. And so I just use that because it's wicked easy for me, because I really do love this pillow. I love the way it feels. I squish it in the morning because it has this like bouncy feel to it. And I just love this pillow. So I touch it, and it sounds ridiculous, but I love this pillow. So that's what I choose. Oh my God, I love this pillow. My neck feels so good. I slept so well with this pillow. Wherever that takes me, I go. Maybe for you, it's your new set of sheets, or it's the person sleeping next to you. You can find one small thing. You hear the air conditioner humming in the background, and you so appreciate that it's not 90 in your bedroom, okay? There's one little thing that you can find. You love the blanket that's on top of you that kept you warm all night. Whatever it is, find that one thing and really dive into it, right? Like I said, I squish it, I touch it. It's got a really cool texture underneath my pillowcase. There's all these little cool things that I just kind of revel in that pillow for a minute, and I thank it for my neck because it feels so much better with that pillow. Whatever your thing is, and if you want to know where I got my pillow, I'll tell you. But whatever your one thing is, find it and just spend a few minutes. It doesn't take long, just reveling in that one thing, because guess what happens? The momentum starts in the right direction before you even get a chance to see what's going to hit the fan, right? You're already setting the way. You're pre-paving where you're heading. You're making the intention that you want to feel. You made that choice. Today I want to feel a little bit better. A little bit better today and a little bit better tomorrow, and the next day is going to exponentially make us feel better, ultimately. So whatever that happens to be, and before that little habit story comes into your head, you're already on top of it. So when you start practicing that, I think you're really going to know, you're really going to feel it inside. And once you spend that time reveling, even if it's 1 or 2 minutes, and you start to become a new person, you start to recalibrate to that new feeling, right? And gratitude is magical, where it is contagious, and it does exponentially continue to reproduce itself. And you're retraining your brain, right? You're making a new habit. So asking yourself that question, do you want to feel a little bit better today? I do want to feel a little bit better today. Because feeling good is what it's all about, right? I mean, my whole book is about how to bring more joy to your life. It's about a feeling. It's about feeling good. Because when you can find that feel good feeling, and when you can make it a habit so that it's automatic in your nervous system, it's really going to exponentially affect your life. It seems like a small thing at first, but once it gathers some good momentum, you're really going to like it. And why is that important? That's important because I don't know about you, but I take care of a lot of people here. Between my kids and my mom's here with us, and my husband, and everything else that I do, I feel like there's a lot of people that I take care of. So I need to take care of myself, right? This is good self-care. This is taking care of yourself first, because in these times, it's more important than ever to take care of ourselves, put the oxygen mask on us first so that we can take care of everybody else, right? The world needs that right now from us. So the only thing you can change here in this situation is your mind. And here's a way to change your mind every day to get out ahead of it. And if you only make it to downstairs to breakfast before the stuff starts hitting the fan, that's okay too. You can go right back to where you started. I don't mean go back to bed, but you can get right back into your head. Go back to bed if you can, but get right back into your head thinking about, wait a minute, what is working, okay? So that's my piece of advice for you today. And now I'd like to show you something really quick that you can do with your bodies. We talked about our minds. We did a little meditation. What can you do with your body when you feel like you're getting off again, or you're tired and you just feel like you've had enough, and your energy is just really scattered, okay? And this is a really cool little technique, and I learned this from Donna Eden. I love her, and she does this really cool routine on the 3 thumbs. And this is the K27 point. So I've also showed you this point in the book when we did EFT tapping. It's one of the tapping points. And your K27 point is right underneath your collarbone. You're going to feel a little indent about 1 inch down from your collarbone. You can move your fingers around to feel it. It's a tiny little indent. Your fingers fit in there perfectly. I always tap with 2 fingers here. So you're going to tap here. And take some nice deep breaths as you tap into your kidney 27 point. This is a really important point. It's the end of a meridian, which are our energy centers that run through our body. They're like lines that run through our body. And when we tap on this one, in Chinese medicine, this is pure vitality. This is strength and vitality in your life. And if you know me, you see me doing this a lot. And so this is one that I always go to. And I'm going to show you, there's 3 of them. I'm going to show you them in sequential order. Next time I'll show you the second thumb. But this is the first one. This is the one I go to all the time when I need a quick little fix, a quick little pick-me-up that works better than caffeine. So get your vitality going, get your energy going. And sometimes it's nice to say a positive little mantra to yourself, like, you know, if I'm feeling off and I feel like things aren't going my way, I might say, things are always working out for me. Or, I know I'm heading in the right direction. I can't get this wrong. I'm on the right path. I just need to keep moving forward. Everything's going to be okay. These are some little things that you can say to yourself. I realize I don't have any control over the situation, but I can control myself and how I feel. So try your K27 when you need a quick little pick-me-up. It's especially great when you're driving in the car. You can do it with one hand. Or if I'm out walking. Walking is another nice way to get your energies back in balance, and I think we've talked about that before. If you haven't already done this, go to my website, and I have a free gift on there. It's also in the front of my book. So as you notice, my book is interactive. So when you go to the very first page, it says a gift for my readers. And if you open up your phone and get the camera open and swipe your camera over that, and it will automatically bring you to this free gift, okay? So you can also do it through my website at carrierowan.com if you don't have my book yet. And you can download this gift. And the gift is 5 ways to shift your mindset and feel better fast. So these are things you can do when you're already feeling like you're in that negative mindset and you want to change it. So 5 ways to shift your mindset and feel better fast. So you can get that download. It's got 5 cool things. Pick 1, 2, 3, whichever ones resonate with you. I suggest you go ahead and try them. So now I'm going to open it up and see if you guys have any questions for me. Can you guys see the tab? I mean, can you see the chat here? I'm going to type you something. And please send me some questions. Okay. All right. So any questions that you'd like, if you want to think about what your question is, and then I will answer it for you. I'd be happy to answer any questions. So I'm going to head over to my guitar and I'm going to play a cool song for you guys. I love this because the song really celebrates empowerment, and that's what I'm all about. I'm all about empowering other people, getting people to follow their passions and live a more joyful life, finding joy in your life. So this song is called Take It Back, and the chorus is all about taking back. And what I mean, I'm going to take it back is I'm going to take my power back, right? I think we spend a lot of time giving our power away in life. And a lot of times we don't even realize how we give our power away. And we're going to talk about that in one of my classes. But today I'm talking about, I'm going to take it back. This is the chorus. You don't have the power to bring me down. It's talking about all those outside forces, right? Whether it's people, things, the news, whatever it is that's going on outside of us, you don't have the power to bring me down. I'm going to take it back. And I just really feel like it's super empowering to take a look at the things that are going on outside of our lives that we don't have any control over, right? The only thing we can change in that situation is ourselves. We can decide that we want to feel better, regardless of what's going on around us, because when we can feel better, everybody around us feels better, and it's contagious to everyone around us. So if you can find one little thing, like I said today, remember you have that choice. Do I want to feel a little better or a little worse? So in the song, we're going to celebrate feeling better and realizing that we do have the power to feel better. So I'm going to step back here to my guitar, and feel free to sing along if you catch on. The chorus is really easy. And while I'm doing that, if you guys are thinking of any questions, please type them into the chat. All those things seem to do answer. Don't send no negative. But if you do not leave my skin, I'm gonna down to the church of this sin. Don't take it back. You don't have to bring me down. Don't take it. Don't take it back. You don't have to bring me down. No matter how much I do for you, my peace that I've got. Feelings going from your knocking out. Flowing on the nights I get down. Don't take it back. You don't have to bring me down. Don't take it. Don't take it back. You don't have to bring me down. I realize inside, well, not too late inside. I wanna feel it most of the time. I don't have to carry what's not enough. Go take it back. You don't have the power to bring me down. Go take it back. You don't have the power to bring me down. Don't take it back. You don't have the power to bring me down. Don't take it. Don't take it back. You don't have the power. You don't have the power. You don't have the power. Bring me down. Woo! Yay! Thank you guys. I hope you were jamming out with me to that song. Great big thanks for joining me today. This was so fun, my first one, episode 1, and I'm so glad you could be here to join me. If you have any questions afterwards, feel free to post on my Facebook page. And thank you again for joining, and thank you for the support of my book. And I just love that it's getting out there into everybody's hands, and I hope that it's helping. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day.